I think we are live. Here we go. Hello, hello. Here we go. Hi, everybody. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. And we're also a chat room where we like to interact with the people in the chat. And we like to talk back and forth all night long. So, with all of that, I'm going to try to find y'all up here on my iPad so I can see the chat because I can't see it from over yonder. It's too small. So I'm right on time, 6 o'clock. Here we go. And there's Goldie. We've just been nothing but on in streams all day long, haven't we, Goldie? We were watching Becca earlier, and I don't know who I was watching before that. I've lost track on who I've seen and who I haven't seen. So, but we got it. We're here. So I have been doing my felting, and my felting is coming along quite nicely. So I'm in a swap with Becky, Aunt Beck. We're doing a swap, and we're doing flowers. So I kind of got this going on for two of my flowers, and I think I'm done with those. So I just got to finish these up. There's 4, 5, 6. I think I need 8. So I've got these little guys, and I'm going to send 2 of these. So that'll be 7 and 8. So that'll be enough for my swap partners in the felting. And I made some more leaves and stuff like that. So I'm going to put it over to the side. And Becca, did you post your prompts today? Are they posted? Um, I I came I took a shower in the middle of you, and I missed all the prompts. And I usually can scroll back up, but it hasn't uploaded yet. Okay, if you can post those, I got a picture of yesterday's, so we'll do that one first. But anyway, I got some happy mail today. I got something from Esther and Kathy and Dede. Woohoo! I am just loaded tonight. Loaded up, I tell you. Let me try to find my magic marker here. I know I've got one somewhere. I got a big fat one somewhere. And can you believe I've lost it? Yep, I have. It's here somewhere. And I got some new books today. So we're going to be playing all night long. I might have to stay over later if I don't get everything done that I want to get done. I might have to stay over and do an all-nighter tonight. I won't do an all-nighter, but I can stay on until Juju comes on, and I think she's coming on at 10, not at 10 or 11 Eastern time. So, and there's Aunt Beck. I got something from Aunt Beck. I got something from Dede. I want a prize over there. I want a prize. Want a prize. So I'm just sort of covering up all my. There's Aunt Beck. There's hers. So we'll open hers first. She's here. She's the one I'm doing a flower trade with, and I'm so glad yours came before. I'm almost ready to put mine in envelopes. I got the envelopes ready, and I decorated the envelopes. Well, I stamped on them. What did I do with them all? Um, they're around here somewhere. I I used stamps on them because flowers. I did the flower thing, and I don't know what I've done with them. I swear I don't. Hmm. Hmm. But I know I did them. My desk is a lot to be desired. It's pitiful, but I'm very one by one daily. I'm moving along, whittling at it. That's what here they are. So I did these to my envelopes. All I'll do is put their address on, and I might put something on the back. And if I got time, and I think I've got time, I'll have all this done. I'm hoping to have it all done by this week. And I showed just a second ago some of my flowers, and I don't know if that's enough. Should I do more? Should I do more to it or less? Or um, I don't know what else to do to them. Yeah, the middle. I figured I got to the middle. Okay. And these are not finished, of course, but I thought maybe I could stitch a faux stitch here and here to give it a leaf look. Maybe do it in some. I could do it on the sewing machine, or I can do it by hand with the embroidery thread. And then I got these little guys. So So I'm sure once I get finished with them, they'll be a little bit fancier. And I'm making leaves for them and stuff right now. So, but I'm sure they'll work out. But I just don't. I know that you're a seamstress, and I showed off the flower that you sent me in my fabric journal we did last year or year before. I felted you a seam, and then you hand sewed me a flower, a yellow. It was a yellow flower, and I've got it. I showed it off last week. So this is from Aunt Beck. And sure enough, I can't get it out. There we go. Of course, she had to make a little card, and she's so pretty. That's so cute. Aunt Beck, she does. She can sketch. She can draw. She can really do. Thanks for joining in the flower swap. I hope you enjoy this flower, Becky. Thank you, honey. Thank you. And I don't have to do to everybody, but then some of the other girls were given to everybody instead of just their one. So I'm going to try to send to everybody too. We always bite off more than we can chew. Oh, isn't that sweet? It's a little bluebird napkin. That's cute. She said some greens. And she said she was going to do some greens so that if we wanted to make some leaves for our little flower, it's got a felt back. And of course, it's hand stitched all over. Isn't that cute? It looks like a little yo-yo or something. And then some little snippets of green. Well, you sent plenty of fabric, and I know I've got some fabric in my closet over there that might be vintage. So that'll make a pretty flower, a leaf. So thank you. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's going to go in my fabric journal that I have, and I will more than likely make a page with all of them when I get all of the flowers, if or as many as I'll get. Not everybody's sending to everybody, but there's a few. So so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Whatever I do. Thank you so much, Becky. That is so sweet. And I found some more of these little cellophane things. But these are going to go in the baggie because I will be getting some more of these. And I'm going to put them all in this baggie so I won't lose them and as they come in. So thank you. And that's so cute. I might put that in my art tonight. We'll see what I have. My prompts are. We are going to do the 100-day challenge sometime today. I've got 2 to do. And so, hi, everybody coming in. Debbie, Sherry, Linda, reading and knitting. Okay. Reading and knitting. Okay. Okay. And I said Goldie. Sharon's here. And Joyce and Aunt Beck and Linda and Joyce. I think it's everybody. But there's more of y'all because there's 19 of you in here. So hello, there's Mr. Olga. Okay, hello, Mr. Olga. I don't know you, but welcome. Uh, we are a crafting uh, group in here. Let's see, go to channel. Let's see what you got. All right. It looks good. Looks good. You're working on some things, so I'm glad to see that. So anyway, you've got a few videos on here. Okay. So good, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the arts and crafts that I do tonight. Hi, Jassy and Angie and everybody else that I have missed. I'm not going to be able to do the roll call like I always do. I usually do a roll call. Bonnie's here. And anybody else I've missed? I'm sure I've missed a few, but we're not going to fret about it. Hi, Belinda. So let's continue to move on to the rest of the Happy Mail. So we got the flowers. And this might be a good place just to go ahead and put these envelopes so that I don't lose them again for the flower group. How about that little tidy up thing? So this one's from Esther. Let's see, we got Esther and Dede and Kathy D. Now Kathy, I got hers the other day, and this is her stamp trade. We are in the middle of a stamp trade, and it starts today. If anybody wants to play, all you have to do is send me 5 pages of stamps that you have in your collection. It's as easy as that. You can do 1 page and do them all 5 of them the same way because they're going to go to 5 different people. So you just need really 1 page of stamps, and you do that 5 times. You can even make copies if you prefer to make copies. This one's from Kathy DKK, and she's from West Virginia, and she's my girlfriend, and she sent me her trade for the stamping trade. So she's got some real cute things in here. And then all you have to do when you get yours back, you can tear these apart and use them in your art. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you. And so you can see on these, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to keep this one and send that to our friend Tim. We have a gentleman in our group, and the son of somebody that comes to our group, and he likes trains. And I might, if I see that, I'll put that in my pile from Kathy. I got my eye on that. Of course, everybody's sending me the papers, so I get to do all of the trading, So there they are. And then she sent me a self-addressed stamped envelope so that I can return 5 different stamps to her. So I've got her envelope and her stamps, and she is ready to go for the stamping trade. And I have a special box that this goes in. And then I think there might be some more in here. So let's open up Esther. She sent me a big envelope. Let's see what's in it. Well, that didn't work. Didn't work a bit. Let's try this. I hate to cut the edges because you never know if you're going to nip something, but hopefully I didn't nip anything. Could have. I could have. but it wouldn't hurt anything. Okay, here's all of Esther's. Woohoo! Look what she did. Look what she sent. She sent me a little bit of Happy Mail in here. It's a good envelope. I might be able to use that for my stamp and trade envelope. Okay, so, and she put her name on everything. That's what I wanted to do. Here she went, Esther Thompson, right here. And oh, look at all of the little girls. I need them. We need to do a series of little girls. I hope they're on all of them. And it looks like they might be. Yay! See, she could have just copied this and but she didn't. She didn't copy it that I think of. I think they're all separate because I don't see anything because they're a little bit different, but they're the same. So that is so cute. Thank you, Esther, for your stamp and trade. That'll be great. And I think she sent an extra one. So that means I will definitely get one of hers. She sent me a coin, fly, an ATC coin. She sent me some stickers. These are nice. I'm always using stickers on stuff. So those will come in handy. She sent me some 6x6 paper. These are 6x6. And there's lemons and polka dots and plaids, tartan, and words. All right, some tags on there. That's cute. We're going to do something with tags today, and so I'll be able to get those back out. Then she sent me a postcard. So this was I guess it was Arlene's swap music. It was another swap she was in, and I love the postcard. Isn't that pretty? So that might come in handy with what we're going to do today too. We're going to do something different. She sent me some extra deli paper. If I have time tonight, I can stamp on that. And she sent me some of this. She is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Woohoo! Under his wings, you will find refuge. That's nice. The wings, we use wings all the time. Let all you do be done in love. Absolutely. Look at the birdies. Oh, Joe came in the house yesterday and he was carrying a little baby bird. And it was just looking around. It was shaking and scared, but he said he was in a bucket of water. So we got it out of the water to keep it from drowning. And I said, now go back and put it where you found it and see if Mama will come around. Because it sounds like he flew out of the nest and he was trying to get, and of course birds can't fly with wet feathers. They have to dry their feathers before they can take off and fly. So I made him take them and put them back outside. So, yeah, that's how that went. And then she sent me another ATC card with the bumblebees all over it. Oh, isn't that cute? We're going to be able to use this today. I'm going to make something. We're making something new. We're going to make something new. Okay, so the next thing I have left is Dede's. And did you watch Dede this week at all? On Wednesday, she streams Mondays and Wednesdays. And yesterday, she was doing some collaging. And we're going to do some collaging tonight to see if I can't do something similar to what she was doing yesterday. And this was from some Happy Mail that I won from her stream last week. I won it in the in the drawing. And so she was sending some things together, and I've got several of her happy faces. I've got a collection. So we're going to save all her happy faces. She sent me some postcards, and then she was giving away these. This was some kind of a ribbon, and it was on a roll, and she was sharing these, and I think that would be awesome in a cluster. Make a cluster with that. And they're crocheted, but I can't imagine them crocheting that by hand, but I can't imagine them crocheting it on a machine either, so I'm not quite sure. And then she sent me a bookmark thing, and you can make some bookmarks, and these little hangers are cute to have. And so I'm gonna put all of this over to the side. Thank you, Dede. If you are seeing me, you're going to see what I'm going to do next. So we're going to do this first. Then we're going to move on to our prompts to our 100-day challenge, which is doing a prompt game every day. And I've got 2 games to do tonight. So if we have to stay over late, we will. Okay? So that's my job. So what I want to do with this is she was showing yesterday how to make a zine and how to make fodder folders. And back 7 years ago, I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, she was making these fodder folders out of these vanilla file folders. You know, you get all these little folders. Well, she was making these fodders, and I think I still have them, but I don't know where they are. They're over there in the corner somewhere. And you make like 7 of them, and you can do it by the collars, you know, the ROYGB, and I think I did collars. And but you can also make these little folders for other things. And I'm going to make one for tags, and I'm going to make one for ACTs. So we could put some of our things that we've made and things that we're going to make in these new little folders. And I'm going to fold it first, and I'll see if I can remember how she folded it. I think it was something like, I swear I don't remember. We're going to make it up as we go. We're going to fold this up about 2 or 3 inches, and I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And we're going to fold this in half. And then we're going to burnish it on both sides. Thank you, Esther. She posted something. And then this side is going to go up. And I'm thinking I'm doing it right. If not, we'll try again. And these folders are, this folder is thicker than cardstock, or than the cardstock that they make these days. So I'm just going to burnish this down. And if you don't have your bone folder handy, you can't see it, don't worry about it. You can use the back of your scissors. It'll burnish it just fine. And your scissors are always on your desk, right? So we're trying to do good. And I'm thinking that these are too high. So I'm going to fold them down just another a lip like this. And that's a better size. Of course, that side's crooked. But we're not going to hold it against me. And I'm doing this from memory. So You know how that can go sometimes. So this side is too tall, so I'm going to fold it down too. Going to do it too. Okay, so there's my starter. And there's no right or wrong. Any way you want to do things, you can do it. But I'm going to burnish it on both sides so that it folds really nice when you're doing this. So this is going to hold an ACT, and I just happen to have one right here. So we're going to put an ACT in here, and that's going to be a pocket. And then we're going to be able to put 3 ATCs on this side. So 6 on this side and 6 on this side. But then it's going to be folded up like a wallet somehow. And it's awful bulky, but we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. So I just have to fold this one in thirds. Make sure I get it. Get enough room, because if I glue the seam down a little bit in between, I might need a little bit of space for gluage. And this will work. This will work for this side. So I think we'll be okay. So this will be that for that side. So that's as good. So we can fold it here. And I'm not liking it. I'm not liking this at all. I think it's too thick for some reason. But I think you can burnish it to where possibly it's a little bit better. And of course I don't have it even at all, and it's hard to get it even. Okay, but anyway, this was the little one. This is going to be the little one. I just have to fold it a few more times here, like that, and one more like that. So that's looking good. So you can see I got it folded pretty good, and these were the ends. So these ends could be trimmed off. That's where that tab came out, and you write on the tab to see what's in the file, to keep what you keep it in the file, something like that. And so anyway, this is what it's going to look like, and you can always put a rubber band around it. And of course now you get to decorate it, okay? But that's going to hold a little pocket for ACTs. And you can put a ribbon around it to fasten it, and you can make another an outside cover for it as well. So this one's going to be kind of similar, but it's going to hold tags. So I'm going to make this one bigger. I'm going to make this one bigger. It's going to be about 3 inches. I'm just eyeballing it. But she had a lip on everything. She had a lip. So I'm going to make a lip just for decorations. Did anybody see Dede do this yesterday? Do any of y'all watch Dede? Hi, Juju. Hi, Pam. Hi, everybody coming in. No Dana tonight. She had to go to the Walmart. She couldn't come. She's getting ready to go on vacation tomorrow, and she's got a lot to do tonight to get ready. She wanted to come in and just, do a little painting, but she said she better wait. Did you see Dede yesterday, Juju? Did you see her make her little envelope tag books? Now, it was either, well, you know what? I I don't remember if it was yesterday or last week's, because I sometimes if I sleep, I sleep through her and I watch it later. But anyway, this is going to be for tags, and I'm just gonna do it like this. I think I'm going to trim the tab off that sticks out like a sore thumb. We're going to cut the tabs off. Now, now we can go to the middle. So we're going to go to the middle. And this might be a little different than what she did. It might be, I'm making it my own. And you're going to make yours your own when you make yours. And you will want to make one. I think you will. Everybody will want to make one. So I'm folding this towards the center, and I'm not hitting it right on there. I'm going off of it just for a minute so that it will have time. It will have enough to fold if there's anything in the pockets. So it's not exactly even, but you know what? That's okay. I'm not even either. Hi, Margaret. Hi, everybody coming in. She did make it yesterday. Thank you, Angie. I knew I could count on you. I knew you were in there. So this is going to be for my tags. Now, for the fun part. She collaged in her um, on her folder, and she had this these cut up books, and she was using one of it, and she matched the paint to it and everything. Well, I haven't used this one yet. She likes outer space and stuff. And so I don't know. I bought this earthy one, and I thought I would really, really like it, but I haven't used it yet. So now's the time to use it. So you can use any kind of a book, a magazine, a travel magazine. I ordered me a new travel magazine from Oklahoma yesterday, so I'm going to be getting some brochures. So I might do something like that or like that. Let's see what I can find. I need about 2 pages. And see, these are front and back. That's the problem here. That's pretty. But I'm going to be needing it to go all the way across, so I might need 2 pages that are similar. So I like that. And then this one's, that's not the right size, but this one and this one would go good together with the clouds. Okay, let's keep those in mind. Then we've got other things, abstracts. This would go good with that one back here. Let's see if it goes with this one. This one, no, it doesn't go with that one. Okay, that's all right. That one, that's different. That's outer space-ish. This is outer space-ish. And, but I think I'm going to take those 2 so far. This one's cute, and it looks like the bumblebee wax cone. There's several with the space, outer space. But I'm going towards the clouds. Going towards the clouds. That one's fun. I like that. There's another outer space. There was another that matched that other one over there. Sister prints. They're like sister prints, aren't they? But I'm interested in these bigger sizes right at the moment. Galaxies. So I'm gonna start with those two that I picked out, because you know that's what you'll always go to. And let's see if I can find my cutter here. That's not it. Okie dokie. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. I know I've got it. Got several of them. Paintbrushes, pencils, and pens. I've got pens over there, and I got a pen over here, but I don't see my cutter. But fear not, we will find another one. I guess not. I found my bone folder. I found my Stabilo pencil. Yeah, I got those. Okay. Okay. I'm just overlooking it, no doubt. It looks like an ink pen, but it's not an ink pen. It's a knife. That's what it is. And it's probably laying down over here on the side, because I got a wad of stuff around elastic right here on the table. Let's see if it's in here. Another ink pen, but no knife. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to Plan B, and I don't recommend everybody doing it this way, but I'm not picky. I'm really not. So I'm just gonna use my scissors, and I'm gonna cut along the spine to see if that'll tear out a little bit better. Hi, Lisa, come on in. Here we are. See, that worked out just fine, because I want to use, I'm going to tear it, but I want to use as much as I can of it. And then the next one is over here. I thought it was just the next page. This one. So we're running with scissors today. Being very careful. So Juju, did you watch Dede too? Remember how she did the collage on the back of the tag folder? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to leave that out because I might need it. So what she did is she picked out some colors that matched the page. So like blues, I'm going to use this metallic blue. And maybe a turquoisey. That's a little bit too turquoisey, but it does match this over in here. It does match some. Apple barrel. One's Laguana and one's Caribbean. I'm not sure which one I need. Pick one of those. Get that up there. And there's another blue. And I like it because you can sort of see it on this edge right over here. It kind of matches that. I can see a little bit better with my eyes better than I can on TV. But I'm going to try these three. That's a good combination. And we're going to do a paint around the edges. And we will also blend these pictures around. So we're going to, let's see. So one's going to go over here and one's going to go over here. But I'm going to like rip it out a little bit. And I'm thinking I might ink the edges as well. That's what I want to do. So I'm just going to start tearing these pages apart. And then I'm going to be putting them back together, sort of. And so I'm I want to keep them kind of together because I'm going to glue them back together or glue them back down on here. And then we're going to use the paint to go around the edges and stuff. So we'll try that and that. Does everybody like puzzles? Are y'all puzzlers? So, but I do want to ink the edges. So, y'all with me? Are you understanding what I'm doing? Do you all understand? Am I confusing anybody? So this is going to be a tag folder. It's going to hold tags. It's going to have 4 pockets to hold your tags. And it's going to be like a little folio wallet thing. So, yeah. So I'm kind of doing my own thing with something that Dede did. And what I don't remember is fine because I can just make it up. And you know I'm good about that. Making things up. Hi, Debbie. So, there's that. I made them big pieces, so I didn't have to. It won't be too difficult. Okay, that one goes in the middle. And that one's going to go at the top of the corner there. And we'll see about that in a second. I'm also going to ink the edges of this. So this is going to be so yummy by the time we get finished. We were talking about the crowns earlier. I can get them on my big computer, but not on my iPad. So I don't know what the deal is with the crowns and all the numbers. And it's whoever came in the room first and whoever talks the most and or something. But I don't. I'm not. I don't see them on the iPad, so I'm not watching it. I'm not watching the crowns. So that looks nice, and we're going to have to do the back side too, and we will probably use some of that paint on the back side. I guess I don't know. I haven't done this before, so we're doing it. We're making it up. Making it up. Looking good. And this is permanent ink, so when it dries, it will be permanent. So that's good to know. So I'm folding this front and back on all of the creases, so that it kind of breaks it down a little bit, so that it'll fold really nice when we get finished. It's raining. Having a shower. It was beautiful today outside. Scattered showers. We get scattered showers this is our rainy season. So it rains in the afternoons. Okay, I thought I got rid of some of this stuff, and it keeps flying down on me. So let's try that. Get out of the way. Get out of my way. Okay, so I think we got this to do. I got a new chicken book, you guys. I'll have to show it to you here in a little bit. So I'm going to do this side first, and it's going to go down like I've already messed it up. I think this went here. Nope, I've done messed it up. Nope. This one goes, there's a tree. Oh my gosh. The tree goes there. But it's going to, there we go. Here we go. We're going to put that one there. Have I got all the pieces? Here we go. This one's at the top. Like this. Let me put the lid back on that before I get ink all over me. I already got it all over me, but anyway, we're kind of putting this together, and I'm checking it out. I think this might go this way. This one goes there. This one goes there, and this one goes there. Okay, now we got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue till we go down. I'm not going to glue below that line. I want it to go down. So I'm just going to glue the top part first, And I'll glue these 3 on in a minute. So I'm going to use my glue stick. So let's see if we can do it. Oh, I was going to copy the back page. Too late. And see what was on the back. But I don't remember. So we're just going to put this one up here. And it's not going to be exactly on the edge, but towards the edges. Because I don't think it needed to fit all together. And then this one's going to go here. And this one's going to go here. So it could go over more. Okay. I'm going to put this straight on. And then I'm going to put this one on. Let's try this one. And it doesn't matter if you see a little bit of space in the middle, because we're going to touch that up with the paint. But this one can overlap because we've got an edge. So we will do that. And the edges won't matter because we're going to put a little bit of paint on that. Okay, and then this one goes right here. So we can put it kind of like a cracked vase in it. That's what it reminds me of. So we're going to put this one here. And it's going to be all right. Like that. And I can get a credit card to help smush it out. Okay. Come on. Don't mess it up. And then this one goes over here. So I don't need it to go all the way down because I'm going to use the other part up here. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'm going to put this there, and then we're going to cut it off. Go ahead and glue this part down. So this will go there to there. And then I'm going to cut it off right there. So you'll see a little bit go into the pocket. And then this is going to go down here. And that's the way it's going to do. So I'm going to glue that down there. I can finish gluing this one down. Like that. And then this one's going to be glued right there. And then we're going to cut that off. And that's the pieces in the middle, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with it, but we'll figure it out together. I'm not going to need that because this is going to be folded down. And then this is going to be painted. So that's good. That's what it's going to be. And then this one is the same way. I can glue it down here and cut it off there. And we can glue it down. Am I being clear as to what I'm doing? Are you all understanding my workings here? Do you understand what I'm doing? And we're as clear as mud. Following-ish. Okay. So what I did is I collaged down the top part of this page, and then I collaged the bottom part of the page down here on the outside of the pocket. And that way you have this continuing picture. So this is going to go here. Like that. And then this one's going to go over here. Like that. So now we have that whole page collaged down, and this is going to be our two pockets, right here and right here. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to do this side. Now, you don't have to tear it apart if you don't want to, but this side seems to be a little bit bigger over here. So we could just go ahead and glue it down to save time. Since we got so many things, oh, I can copy that. Oh, well. I'm using the book. So what I'm going to do this time is just do it all in one piece. And then maybe you'll see the difference between the two. I hear my kitty cat. I hear you. Yeah? Are you trying to tell me something? Yeah? What are you trying to say? So, where's my card? So this side I just left it down as one piece. And then we're just going to fold it up about right there and cut it off. That'll work. And then this goes up, and then this goes down here to the bottom. Like that. So we'll put that there. And I'm going to trim this white edge off right here. if I can. Okay, now we're going to take our blue paints and we're going to touch the edges and paint the rest of the edges and everything. Okay, got everything glued down pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm just going to get a palette here. Now, Dede used her hands, but I'm not going to use my hands because there's not that much to paint. But I am going to get my paints out and pour a few out here. There's my blue. And my other blue. And then my turquoisey. Like that. So I've got a brush here that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to go around the edges with everything. And down the center. And I will take a tissue and blend that. I need to get those out of there. There's stickers. So I can do a little rub on the edges to blend it into the page. Like that. So, and I'll just do a little bit more here. And a little bit more here. Just a little bit of a mixture. And I'm going to do here. Like that. And then just a little bit more blending here. And here. Looks pretty good. Just a little blend. And along the top of over here. A little bit there. And she did the she did a little bit here. Okay. Now I'm going to let that dry. I got the edges as much as I wanted. And I'm going to let that dry for a second. And I can read chat for a minute. So, hi Martini. How do you do? Is that Marty? Are you saying Kellyanne? Hi Kellyanne. Um, I think I've said hi to most of y'all. Jassy, Kellyanne, Marty, Candy. Good. Okay. Now, um, while we're here, I'm going to go over and look at Becca's stream and see if I can get a picture of her prompts for today. Of course, it's not on there now. Here it is, day 8. So she usually has it in the more section. No, it's not the more section. Okay, she has it in the Becca. Go to Becca, and then there's supposed to be a community tab. I see a post. This is it. Distress dots. I do remember that. Okay, so today's prompts are. Where is my phone? I'm just going to take a picture of it. Well, it won't let me. So we'll just take a picture of it little. Then I'll make it big. It's going to be blurry. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, I think I can read those out. Okay, I didn't get to watch Becca do all of hers today, but I was in and out. So that's good. So now, let's go back to me. I watched a commercial for Becca, so I made her 2 cents. I helped, Becca. I helped. So, oh, Marty, thank you, honey. My manicurist, um, she does a really great job on my nails. I will go in the bathroom and take one of those nail brushes and get every bit of this off my hands after the show. It'll all come off. Okay. So let's see how this is drying now. Let me get the heat gun to it and dry it just a little more. So I'm going to paint the backside too. Alrighty. This here need to tear that off. And the back side, I'm just going to paint it with leftover paint. Because we can. Now let's see if this will work. Well, all I can say is I think Dede did a much better job than what I'm doing. But I'm not going to hold it against me. I'm having fun. And that's one of the main things. When you're doing this arty stuff, you got to enjoy it. It don't mean a thing if you don't enjoy it. I will get some more paint out. So, let's see if I got everything on my. Did my Happy Mail. I'm hoping to use one of Dede's cards that she sent me to make something. Make something. Okay, let's get a little bit more paint out. And we're going to finish gluing this. Finish gluing. We're going to finish painting this. What am I like? Did I see Janet come in tonight? She must be doing something busy. She must be busy with the boys. And it is summertime. It's summertime. Does anybody have any plans for this month? Got anything going on? Going anywhere? Plan on having a hot dog? I'm not going anywhere, but I am going to have a hot dog. We have hot dogs every month at least. We like sauerkraut and mashed potatoes with our hot dogs. Yes, we do. We do. We do. We do. Okay, got that. Got the white parts, the foldy parts. Let's try this side now. I'm sure there'll be some fireworks going on sometime this weekend. Almost. A little more of this and a little more of that. This is pretty creamy paint. I got this paint off of Amazon. It's a different brand. It's Shuttle Art. And it's in the metallic colors. And they're pretty. They are pretty. Just get this bottom down here. And we're done. And we're done. Painting it up real good. It'll make it nice and strong and sturdy. Okay. All right, I think I'll quit. So now all we have left to do, isn't that pretty? That's the same colors we're going to use whenever we do the Under the Sea book. I don't know when we're going to get to do it, but I do have an Under the Sea mermaid collection that we will probably try to do sometime. It didn't have to be in the summertime. It could be in the wintertime. So, yeah, I like these paints. I think they're pretty nice. The colors are pretty. They're nice and thick. They cover good. Put me a little bit of glue on that edge. Yeah, buddy. I like them. Here's my other one. So, isn't that beautiful? And that's the back of the book. It's going to be the back. So I can glue this down. We can glue that part down. We sure can. So as soon as this dries a little bit, we will be able to finish it up. We're almost done with it. Now you didn't have to do the messy part. You could have done it in a cleaner fashion, like with scrapbooking paper, and do it the neat way of making a fodder, a folder, or a folio, or whatever you want to call it. You could have done it a different way if you had wanted to, but this is what it's looking like. But I gotta let it dry. So let me let this dry, and then we'll come back to it a little bit later. Okay, I can use a stencil on that. I happen to have one laying out, so maybe I'll do that. I can also put some of these on the back. We can put some earth on the back that would match. There's one. We'll probably need at least 5 or 6 of them. There's a heart. I think I've got glue on my glasses. There's a couple of smeary parts I can't see. I have to hold my head right to be able to see on my glasses now. Let's see how many we got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this will help take up some room. Alrighty, let's just cut these out real quick. 80 degrees, that's about what it is here. We just had some rain go through, scattered rain. Maybe it cooled the pool off a little bit. The pool was like 90 degrees the other day, so it's hot. We're cutting the earth out. million times. Like that. So, oh my goodness, Pam, you're coming to Florida. Oh, what part of Florida are you coming to see? Now, I don't know if I like the base of that, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it into a circle. Let's see if my circle punch will work. By George, it will. Look at that. I still have to trim. That's all right. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. I think we got enough now. Oh, Palac. Okay, that's on the Gulf Coast. Okay. That's about 3 hours from me. Now it's real closer to Dana, but she's going to be out of town. So I think I'm done with this book. I'll stick it over here for a while. Put that back away. And let's get this back over. And it's a little durable, a little damp. Yeah, Jacksonville's about 3 hours from me too. Yeah, you're going to be busy, Pam. I know you. I know you are, honey. I'll be thinking about you. I'll be thinking about you. We all will be. So that's some of the dry. So this is going to be like that. This is going to be like that. So, yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Folding it every which way we are. We're folding it. So now let's see how many we can get on the back. So let's just put some of these around. I like these light blue ones. They look really nice. I could trim them a little bit better. And the earth isn't exactly round. It's it's oval. It's got an ovalness about it. So here's two more. So how's that? Kellyanne's going to have some cheese and pescados. I'm thinking that might be some kind of a cracker. All right, let's get some of this glued down. Or pistachios. I know what that is. Yeah. Let's see if this has an up or a down. Don't think it does. If it is, it's going around in circles, so we can't tell which is up. Can't tell. There's Florida. There we are. I think it's Florida. Yep, I think it is. I do have a real globe in here. That's okay, Kellyanne. We know a little bit of Taiwanese, but it does sound good with a fancy smancy cracker. Just saying. Cheese and crackers. Now let's see. There it is. Is that Florida? I don't know. It's something. I'll get our other map out. Okay, so I'm going to get my credit card back out and smooth these down a little bit. See if we can. And I'm going to get the paint back, and we'll do a little bit of paint collage. A paint collage on our collage. So it'll be something like this. On the edges. Like that. Can y'all see how that's working? Using a dry brush and a little bit of paint and blending it in. We're blending. How many have you seen Dr. Doolittle? Dr. Doolittle 2, Part 2. It's one of my favorite movies. Well, at the end of Dr. Doolittle 2, his daughter, all through the movie, has been fighting the fact that she can hear the animals, and he was trying to guide her to follow his footsteps and be a doctor, a vet, so that she could help the animals too, because he could talk to the animals. And so all through the show, she had this one little gecko that was her patient, and she was trying so hard to help this gecko. He could not change collars. He tried and he tried and he tried. He would sit on different color of items just to try to change collars so that he can do it. She had him, doing all kinds of exercises. Well, of course, she was fighting the fact that she could actually talk to him and hear him, and she would be a wonderful vet. And once she gave in to the thought that yes, this is where she needs to be, and she agreed. And at the end, she was happy, and she ended up helping the gecko by putting him in an all green room. The room was green, totally green. The couch was green, the wallpaper was green, everything was green. And he goes, "Look, I'm blending," because it was a green gecko. So she helped the little gecko. Uh huh. Oh, Sharon. Nikki whining. Why was Nikki whining? So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry, and I don't know what else I might do. Is I can do some swishies, like what Dede does. Those swishes, swish. And I might come back in white and do some of that. Just using up this paint here. But these worlds are these all these worlds are turning. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Okay. So it's a little bit something, just a little something. And I can still do more after this dries. We'll see what else we can get into. But that's part of it. Let it dry, and we'll see what else we can get. Maybe since it's 7:30, let's go ahead and get started on our 100-day challenge. And here's our book. And today is this was 7. So yesterday was 8, and then today this up here will be 9, from my understanding. And I've got the prompts for 8, which was yesterday. And I'm gonna have to clean my glasses because I got something on them. And I got back my tablecloth. I tried to put this out on the porch, and it just doesn't look good out there. It's too small for that table. So I brought it back in here, and I will probably cut it up and use it for a journal cover. So now I've got pictures with yesterday's prompts. Okay. Okay. It says stealth, Stealth paper. What is stealth paper? Oh, a new microwave. Hi, Angela. It's a waterproof paper. Is that correct? Mixed media paper. It says here it's a premium paper, multi-purpose, like multi-mixed media paper. Yeah, it was a specialty paper. So I can put that in. And it's multi-purpose, ideally suited to use with Stealth IX Invisible Ink and Invisible Ink. It's a uh, yeah. So I'm just going to just use some paper, and Esther sent me some paper. Did she not? Did she not send me some papers? Dede sent me some paper. I could use one of her mixed media paper. Any kind of special paper. I've got deli paper. Uh, she sent me deli paper. That'll cover it. Mulberry paper, tissue paper. I'm going to use the deli paper because it's just the first prompt. And heavens to Betsy, we'll be all over the place probably. Hmm. So there. Just let me glue it down. Okay. Okay, there you go. We got paper. Now, okay. Number two, white marker or or paint pen. I have a white magic marker. It's a chalk marker. Let's use it. just going to put some white chalk on the paper. Like that. Okay, let's get that good and dry. And see what's next. Okay. I think that is dry. It feels a little moist. So the next one is stamp a pattern. Stamp a pattern. So I've got this flower and I've got my blue ink out. So I'm going to make a pattern and do rows of tulips. And I'm going to make 2 rows. There's a top row and a bottom row. Okay, there's my pattern. Then it says use a bottle cap. Use a bottle cap. Okay, I got a bottle cap. It's my stick. My glue stick bottle cap. So let's just use green. And I'm just doing random circles like that. And I'll take my napkin and clean my bottle cap up. Okay. Did anybody do yesterday's prompts? Is anybody prompting along? Okay, we did that. Then it says, use a tissue paper in 3 places. Okay. I've got some tissue paper right here. This is some Tim Holtz tissue paper. And I'm going to cut off a piece. And it doesn't have to fit the whole page. I need 3 pieces. So, oh, yes, Kelly did. Am I going fast enough? So here's my tissue paper, and I need 3 pieces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So, am I going fast enough? Just going to glue it all. Put it all glued up. There's 1, 2, and 3. I like that. Can you see it? Let me get my credit card back out. Yeah, that look good. And then it says use chalk or powders. Okay, I can get to my chalk real fast here. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, chalk. Oh, here they are. Here it is. Okay. This chalk is as old as I am. I kid you not. So, what color should we use? I want to use this color. So, I'm just going to hit and miss. Okay. Is that good enough? Just a little bit of chalk. So I just want to take my glue stick and glue a little bit here and here. And put it up here like that and like that. Okay. Next. I'm never going to use all that chocolate. So the next one is metallic paint. Metallic paint. what I've been using is metallic paint. I'll just use a little bit of this, I guess. Okay, I think that's it. I just did a little border. A little border of metallic paint. I'm going to put this brush in the water now before it dries out. And then the next one is an umbrella, a mushroom, and buttons. An umbrella, a mushroom, and buttons. An umbrella and mushrooms and buttons. I am going to look in my die cut book. My die cuts might have an umbrella. Okay. So let me take a quick peek in these. I'm looking for an umbrella and some mushrooms and a button. There's a dancer. I see an umbrella. I see a guy walking in the rain. They're all guys, okay. We got us an umbrella. Now I need a mushroom. A mushroom. I can make a mushroom. Where's the mushrooms? Come on. I got some glasses there. Oh, good. I got some hearts. Those are cute. Looking for some mushrooms. I don't guess I have any. But I'm still hunting. I'm still on the hunt. I watched the cutest video last night. It was on YouTube. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was about this father. The mother had died, and they were all still grieving. It was just like a year ago, and so they decided to go on vacation and visit the old place where they would go to the beach every year, and they called it the palace. And it was just a trailer on the beach. But it just had a lot of fond memories of all of them every year that would visit. And that's the same town that her mother and father lived in, the grandparents. And so they didn't want to, none of them wanted to go, but they had to go. They were invited to come for the summer and at least come and they wanted to do something with the palace and sell it or something and get rid of it. And so, this was kind of like your last time to stay, and you need to come and do it. Come and stay. And so the kids were fighting the whole time, and the teenager was unhappy, and the little boy was neglected and felt unloved, and the father was completely lost in how to care for his children and give them what comfort. He just didn't know what to do himself. And the grandparents were mad at him, and he was trying to be the peacemaker, and everything was going wrong, and so they said, look, we're going to go for dinner, and we're going to have a nice dinner with the grandparents, and then we'll I'm going to work on this lighthouse. There was a lighthouse on the property, but it needed fixing up. And this was his wife's favorite little place, was the lighthouse. Well, it needed a lot of work, and it needed electrical work, and he couldn't get the light beaming and all this jazz. And so he says, look, I'm going to finish this for your mom because I promised her I would, and then we'll go home. If I can get it lit up tonight, we'll go home tomorrow. Well, it turns out that they went out to dinner at a restaurant, and there was a cute boy waiting tables, and she wouldn't go in. So she sat in the car, and he says, well, can I send a grilled cheese and fries out to her? And he says, yeah, I'll take it. So the boy takes it out to her, and then she turns her head, and she starts liking the boy. And he ends up getting her a part-time job at the restaurant there, which was run by his mother, a single mother. And she was real nice, and she offered, uh, she had some stuff that needed to be fixed, and he fixed it for her. And she says, you got free iced tea for the rest of the summer. And and so they hit it off, and it turned out that the teenagers went out on a boat ride, and they got lost, and it was a storm, and it was raining, and he got the lighthouse working, and they shined the beam on the kids so that they could see their way into shore, save the day. It was so cute. It was so cute. I don't know what the name of it was. Well, I can't find any mushroom material in here. I see stuff like this, but that's not mushroomy. I need botanical. So I'm going to have to make it. And I've been trying to thin my stickers out. So let me get a magazine. There might be one in these magazines. I've thought about it. This is another vintage. There might be a mushroom in here. There's an umbrella. Too late. There's buttons. I'm going to use paper buttons. Let me just go over here. And get some buttons. There's one. There's another. buttons do I need? I saw a mushroom under your finger. Okay. In this book, okay, I've got it. Thanks, Cindy. I see this here, and I swear, from a distance, that looks like a mushroom. It's a sleeve. That's funny. So now, if I was an aquarium book in my room right now, where is my aquarium book? There's a blue page. I'm gonna come over and swipe these butterflies. I've got some other butterflies. That's for another project that I'm doing in another book. Okay. All right, here we go. I've been using these stickers in here uh, as much as I can. I've been using them. This will be a great book for uh, to art in once I get all the stickers off. And the pages are going to be all of these colors, and then the other side is going to be the sticker page. And I'll take all of that off. And then this will be a great book for something. For something. I don't know what, but it'll be for something. That's a jellyfish. Oh, there's some flowers. I can use those on my envelopes that I'm mailing out. I can get all the flowers out of here. Have you all seen any yet? I don't know what's on these pages. It's a surprise. One of these days we need to take everything off of here and put it on the page and make an art page around them. That would be fun. No mushrooms. There's a bird, and I think I need a bird for today's prompt. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to do today's prompt. I got to hurry. I just need a mushroom. I got everything else. See, this is empty. So I get to, do some art on it. I'll have to cover it with paper. But it would be fun. No shrooms. Jellyfish. Jellyfish. Naked baby. Well, there's Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer, honey. I've been so busy arting all night. Art, art, art. He's been busy tonight in my house. Everything but. There's a shoe, there's flowers, there's bugs, there's birds, there's shells, turtles, hedgehogs. More birds. There's a whale. I know, I just didn't see you, Jennifer. And then we got the alphabet. I saw no mushrooms. The only other thing is to look under M's. No mushrooms there either. Okay. If it did, I've used it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to glue these buttons down and we're going to move on. And we're going to make a mushroom. And I'm gluing them down fast. So let me have a magazine that I was wanting. There's a butterfly. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to make one. Like that. And we made a mushroom. It didn't say how pretty it had to be or what color it had to be. So we're just going to put this one down for our mushroom. And we're going to call her done. let's see, June, July, oh, uh, 5, 7. I'm not sure which way I'm going. 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. That might be it there. Let's see if that's the right number. And it's the right number. Okay. Done. We're turning the page and we're going to do number 9 right here. I got another picture. We're going to move fast. And we'll go as fast as I can. So the first one is distressed. Well, let's see. Do I have a piece of sandpaper anywhere? Yep, I do. So we're going to distress, and it's just the top half. I've never distressed a grocery bag before. Ooh, it's rough. That's pretty distressed, if I do say. How's that? Does that look distressed enough? Okay, so the next one is add dots. And I'm just going to use my pencil, and I'm going to add a little bit of paint. That was what I picked up. And we're just going to add dots. Like that. We're moving on because we're in a hurry. We want to get this done before I have to get off. And then we could finish our folio. All right, the next one is use a palette knife. Okay. All right. I used the rest of that paint up with the palette knife. Tape, but not washi tape. Okay. Clear tape. Water drops. water droplets. A little bit too much out. And we will get this watered down a little bit. Oh, it said water drops, and I'm doing paint drops. Okay, I should have just done water. I see that was my mistake. But still, there it is. There's some water drops. I used paint drops, watery paint. But that's okay. We've got a napkin right here, and we can just daub up the excess so we can move on. Now, when you do them real fast, like I'm doing, you don't have time to think. Uh, tickets, tickets. Here's some tickets. Here's some tickets. And here's some tickets. I got tickets, you guys. So we'll just take these, glue it down. And we'll glue one of these down. And then we'll glue one of these down. For a free drink. And then we have some premium tickets. For something. Premium. Okay, I got some tickets on there. What's the next one? Okay. Put those up for next time. Tickets, tickets, tickets. Use something that starts with a P. Can you all think of something that starts with a P? How about pink? Okay. Postage stamp, people, paper, pencils, pine cone. Good job, paint. Good job, everybody. That was great. Okay, and then the next one was outline items on your page. We're going to outline our tickets. Okay. Cut out shapes. Cut out shapes. What did Becca do? Cut out shapes. Cutouts. Is that the same as dies? Are dies they're cut out, aren't they? Die cuts. They're cut. Do some of these. Use them or lose them. I'm going to do it. Stars. Mushrooms. We got some real mushrooms. There's one star on this up here, and we're going to take it. It's a cutout star. Okay. Cutouts. Yep, now I found the mushrooms. We got one star. We're going to put this mushroom over here so that our mushroom will not be lonely. So there. Okay. So we have cutouts and put a bird on it. I saw a bird in here. Of course, I can use one of my bigger birds that are my favorite birds. I like these birds. Okay, how we doing on time? 8:30. We got this is the last one for our prompts. So that's pretty good. We did it. Didn't get to do any creativity with it. Just throw it on the page. There's our bird. We will pick the bird book up, and we were going to put this bird. Let's put the bird here. And we'll put this one up here. So there. We're done. Okay. Candy's going to bed. Okay, Candy. Good night. So I've got both of our doolollies done. Looks fine. It looks fine. So I'm ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, and then I'll be back on Thursday to do it on here. And so that'll be good. Now, let me let this dry. I need to take a few pictures and post them. I don't know that I've posted very many of them. But I did the girls. I did these 2 pages. So there, for this book. And I need to start putting some things on the front of the book. I'll have to be thinking about some things to do for that one of these days. And so let me get my list. Let's see what I've done, if I've done everything. I opened my Happy Mail. I made an ATC holder. I need to work on it. And I'm making the tag folder. I did the world collage. Oh, I get to show you my new chicken book. Haven't showed it to you yet. So, and we did the prompts. And I'm not going to have time for a paint along. But I can show you my new chicken book. I got 2 books. Got 2 books. This one's called The Blue Chick. These were used books at Thrift Books. You can get on there and look at their books for sale. And this is called The Blue Chicken. And you see, it's got 99 cents on it, but I paid $3 or $4 for this. So people are going to the thrift shops and getting them cheaper, and then they're reselling them. That's what people are doing for business. But I'm not going to read it to you, but it's by Deborah Freeman, and I bought it for the chickens. And there are a few chicks in here, and then this chick spills the blue paint, and so everything's blue, and everybody turns blue. And so it's a blue, and everybody's running after the sincerely sorry. Maybe the chicken can undo the blue. And she probably jumps in the water. Yep. Everybody has to jump in the water now. And then they're back to normal. Ha ha, the end. Except for the sky. The blue sky. And then she spills the red paint. And it goes on and on and on. I don't know what I'm going to do with that book, but this book, I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to enjoy this book. This is an Extraordinary Chickens, okay? And this has got all of the different chickens of the world in it. And they're cute pictures. Now, I was going to cut it up, but I'm not sure if I'll cut it up or if I'll paint them. And but there's a lot of different pictures in here, so I'm not gonna cut it up just yet. But here's another chicken, and he'd be cute to paint. And here's some more chickens, and their name. They've got different kinds, and they've got their names. What kind of chicken it is, and this is on the cover. The feathers. Then we got eggs, and I love these chickens, so this will be fun to paint. It's a chicken book. I see his leg, and I see his wings, and this must be his tail, and that must be the head. This one. I think that's this one. But maybe pretty to paint. Yeah, I'll paint them first, and then we can cut them out. Because see, if I paint this, then I would cut this one out and put them on the other page. But then I got this one to choose from, and I wouldn't be able to choose between these two. They're so good. But we'll see. I can copy them. So these would be cute to paint. So anyway, you can see it's a great book, and it might be good for. I'm thinking of Goldie and Laura Beth, on their farm. If they've got a lot of different kind of chickens, they may want to. Yep, we have one of those. Yep, we have one of those. Because I'm sure you could, they get along with each other. Sometimes they get personalities, I think. So there you go. There you go. And I guess he's a rooster because he doesn't have all the fluff. She's a hen and he's a cock, a cockerel. So there's little bighorn, a Lancashire black, an old English uh, Batam black. That's a different chicken. Hmm. Who would have ever thunk? Isn't this cool? This is a golden duck wing. Wow, Goldie, you've got to get one of these. A Phoenix golden duck wing. Wow. Cool. So here's a good close up. That'd be a good way to do a picture for the eyes and everything. But anyway, I'm not gonna show you any more. It's all chickens. It's all the same. See, I could cut all four of these out and use them in my art, and I could still keep the head of that one. So I can get a lot of them out there. See, I don't care about saving that picture, but I could cut him out. So I think I get a lot out of here, but I didn't realize there were so many different kind of chickens. So there, all of their wattles are just red as red can be. I thought they come in different colors. Now these are different types of feathers, saddle feathers. Oh, here's saddle feathers. See how they go down on the like a saddle? That is awesome. Wow, that's a nice book. I'm glad that was worth the whole deal to get just this book. And I took a chance on the blue chicken. So, I've got a few minutes, and I think uh, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut a paper doll out. We still got these two paper dolls. So we will be doing a paper doll trade next month. Um, this month is the stamping, and I should do some stamping. And I do have some more stampings that you all haven't seen. And then Esther sent me some tissue paper. So let's use this up and do what's next, and stay on track, because I'm gonna make sure that each one of you gets a stamping trade from me, one sheet from me. So that'll be, kind of extra. The name of it is Extraordinary Chickens, and I got it used for about $5, $4 or $5. Extraordinary Chickens. There's the green and Armitage are the authors. Esther, no, you just in time. I'm going to use some of your deli paper. I've got another box of stamps that you all never seen. So I'm going to get them out. Another box. Everybody's going to get something different. This was a good suggestion. Whoever suggested for us to do stamps was an excellent idea, because I don't know that I've ever used any of these. Brand new. Brand new. Look at these. Never been opened. Brand new. These are all words. They're small words. They're probably a little small. I'd rather get some of the big ones out. Okay. So let's see about these. Let's just see what we can do. Since these are purple, they say they're Stampin' Up. These are purple, so let's get the plum. The plum, where's the plum? Is that the plum? Plum. There it is. So let's just use these guys. Never been opened. Still taped. Okay. Come on. Here we go. That's old tape. That is old tape. It wouldn't even tear off. It wouldn't come all the way off. It ripped before anything. Well, we'll just cut it. Let's not fool with it anymore. Okay, I know there's an up and a down, and an open and a close, but this has never been open. Goodness. Oh, these are cute. Get some of them out. Okay. I'll put this right there. We're going to have a craft lunch before it's over. I'll see what I can do. So there's some purses. We've got purses, perfume, and shoes. So we're going to do some purses. So just a few more minutes of this, and then we'll quit for the night. And we've done a lot tonight. We've had a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. I was trying to put it back in the box. You have to open the lid first. Goodness gracious. Oh, I can't tell you this week how many times Joe and I both, we were touching the screen on my big monitor trying to get it to scroll. And it's not that kind of a screen. You have to use the mouse. Oh dear. What we do. We're so spoiled. Good. Good. Nice dance. And now the shoes. So we've got, we did everything but the paint along. We ran out of time. But that's okay. We still had a good night. It was a fun, very full night. And I'll show you all our tag portfolio here in a minute. Get a few of these down. Like that. And this one says, that goes with all of these, it's a girl thing, it's a girl thing, it's a girl thing, it's a girl thing, it's a girl thing. Ha 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 ha. It's a girl thing. Okay. Put that one away. And this one's cute. It's got shapes. It's flowers, butterflies, hearts, and stars, and a line. Amazing things. And I have used this one. I've used the star and the butterfly, but I haven't used everything else. So we're going to use them. Oh, anybody want to do the trade for these pages? You send me 5 pages of all of your stamps, and I will send you back 5 different pages. And you send me a self-addressed stamped lady address. I was looking at Ginger Cat Lady. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will return your 5 sheets for your trade. Yes, Esther, I opened your happy mail. Yep. Okay. There's that one. And here's the heart. Yeah, go ahead and get them in the mail. The sooner the better. And I can give you back 5 different ones. As soon as I get 5 or 6 in, then I'll have enough to swap. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, so this can go back together. Like that. Done with that one. Done with that one. This one is have never been used. Look at that. They've never been used. Sometimes the first time it's hard to get a stamp off of the first ink. Okay, let's see how many that turned out. Oh, look. That was nice. I got 2 more to do, and then I'll quit for the night. All right. That's good. 1 more of those. Can't wait to use these. I need to get them out to use them. These are little ones. I could put them in my little boxes. So, we got a lot done tonight, guys. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, these are the stickers that go on the backs of the things. You got to hold your mouth right to get the stickers to come off. I'll have to do it another day. Okay. So, now that's all we're going to do tonight, guys. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me, and we had a very good night, and I'll continue to stamp these next time. I've still got a few more things to do with the stamps, and then this is what this one is. I've never used this one either. It hasn't been tore apart yet, but the stickers are on the back. So okay, we'll use those next time. So anyway, if y'all need me, message me. Thanks for everything, and I will see you all again Thursday. Okay? Thursday night. So I'll see you soon. Good night.